influence and power the transformation in construction in the Philippines. Get ready to witness firsthand how the power of Neuron will effortlessly drive innovation in construction. Don't settle for anything less than extraordinary. Join us on this remarkable journey and let us shatter your expectations. Uncompromise your vision and be a part of this momentous occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you now to register first, and please don't forget to drop your calling cards at the registration to get a chance to win the very first Neuron tool available in the Philippines. Again, don't forget to drop your calling cards in the registration to get a chance to win the very first Neuron tool available in the Philippines. You can also visit our legacy wall and photo area. Snap a photo and post on your social media accounts, but please use the following hashtags: Hilti Nuron Launch PH and hashtag Uncompromise. the event of an emergency, please take note of the exit points located within the venue. Please direct your attention to the screens and watch this video. the program in just a few minutes. Just a few reminders. Please ensure that you wear your identification visibly at all times for proper identification and access to the venue. For the safety of everyone, we encourage that you consistently wear your masks and adhere to all safety protocols throughout the event. To minimize the disruptions, kindly switch your electronic devices to silent mode. We kindly request that you also refrain from engaging in any activities that may cause distractions during the event, as they are strictly prohibited. Prepare to have your expectations shattered as we introduce the revolutionary innovation and legacy of Hilti. Ladies and gentlemen, the era of compromise is now over. Good afternoon and welcome down to this monumentous Hilti event. My name is James Deacon. It's a pleasure to be your host for today. So many familiar faces. I see faces from the media. I see some partners in the industry. And of course, our VIPs. Today is a very special day. We're going to be launching something revolutionary. Something that's going to take the compromise out of what you do. Who wants to deal with compromises now? It's definitely not Hilti. And that's what today is all about. Uncompromise. Personally, my history with Hilti, I grew up with this brand even before I think you were officially here in the Philippines, because I was a young boy. I remember my aunt was a interior designer, still is, and she always had this Hilti with her. I could never understand what this magical product was. It was like the duct tape of the industry. It fixed everything. And they would hang our walls up, they would hang paintings up with it. So I grew up with that. And now I see the legacy wall over here. How impressive. It's been over 25 years now, right? Here in the Philippines, growing and growing and growing. And today, with all of our partners here in the industry, we want to grow with you. But we want to make that, give you an edge that you have over everybody else. Because with Hilti, you do get that edge. These are not tools for everyday people. These are tools for specialists, and it gives you that edge so you don't have to compromise anymore. All right, so before we go on, let me just greet a few people. I believe we have some VIPs here in the, well, everyone's a VIP to me here. We have some people would like to mention my name, Elizabeth Mendoza Monocret, Mr. Kits Chujan Layton, Mr. Eros Zuniga, Safety Organization of the Philippines, and Edwin Constantino from First Balfour. Cool. All right, so we also would like to welcome, I believe it's that red dot over there. There, the red dot behind you, Erica. That's our online microsite people over there. In the online world, can we give them a wave? We wish you were here. But you can interact with us. We've got a chat box. It's a great way to sort of get into the whole thing. Today's going to be about learning. We're going to see some new products. They're going to demonstrate it for us. And they're going to tell us exactly how we're going to transform construction here in the Philippines. So, I know we'll know more about that later on. Right now, let us hear. It's old-fashioned way here with the cue cards. We now need to hear more about this, and for that, I would like to call up on stage, and I would like you to give a very strong Hilti welcome to the Philippines General Manager, Anne Bernardino Lim.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are very excited to have you all here today and witness this industry-changing event. First and foremost, our warmest welcome to all of you, our industry partners. And thank you for the continued partnership over the years. And we believe that this partnership will continue for the years to come. Please allow me to officially kick off this event by reintroducing ourselves. We are Hilti Philippines. We are part of the Hilti Global Organization, a world leader in the design and manufacture of cutting-edge technologies, software, and services for the professional construction industry. In our 26 years of legacy within the country, we have remained committed in our company's vision of serving our customers through our direct business model and serving our team, our people, through our strong engagement and passion when it comes to all people topics. We are a workforce of 200 plus professionals serving you every day in your offices, in your warehouses, and in your project sites. We have been consistently finding ways to help you resolve your more complex needs when it comes to your different project and office business process requirements. We are strong advocates of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And we are very proud to say that officially, we are the first construction company to be officially certified as a great place to work. We are even more proud to say that last year, 2022, we have been officially recognized as the 4th best place to work in the whole of Philippines. And thank you to the Hilti family for really being part of that journey and continually living the Hilti values that we have globally. We understand that we have built a reputation in the country as a provider of the most efficient, safest, and most robust power tools. But what we actually do is way beyond that. We offer hardware, software, and services for your various project needs when it comes to safety, productivity, and sustainability. We offer from the most efficient handheld tools, the most powerful breakers, from chemical to mechanical anchoring systems, from basic to advanced fire-stopping solutions, and even value-adding, cost-saving software services. We offer a wide range of solutions that can cater to the most complex needs of the Philippine construction industry. And speaking of this industry, I believe that all of us in this room today and everyone joining us digitally, I believe that you all agree with this statement. The construction industry is a great industry. Do you guys agree? It is an industry that we are all proud to be part of. This is an industry that contributes a lot to the planet. If you guys don't know, 15% of the global GDP is actually contributed by this industry. 1 out of 10 workforce in the whole world works for the construction industry. And what makes us even more proud is that this industry fuels the economy, and it provides the basic human need of providing a roof over everyone's head. So I hope you all feel the pride and the passion on what this industry does for all of us and for the entire country. And this beloved industry of ours, unfortunately, has been constantly facing challenges. We understand that most of you experience these low productivity issues, not only in your project sites, but in your offices. How many of you are still using paper-based systems? Guilty? May mga guilty ba dyan? How many of you has been constantly complaining, nasan na yung tool, nawawala na sila, right? But somewhere out there, people are using it the wrong way. We are also facing challenges in terms of meeting our project timelines and delivering it at the highest quality. But unfortunately, because of lack of skilled labor, it's getting more and more difficult. The instances of health and safety issues are steadily increasing as well. And coupled with that, the demands of our own people are increasing. They are demanding for higher standards of safety. Furthermore, we are being involved in this whole clamor of globally reducing carbon emissions in everything that we do. And that's why, because of all of these challenges, we are inevitably transforming the industry. Digitization, industrialization, these are things that are happening in a much faster pace than we've ever seen before. BIM, for example, more and more buildings are being required to be done through BIM modeling. Pre-planning is opening doors in terms of what else can we do differently and to deliver a construction site better. Prefabrication. It is challenging traditional methods and is proving to be an efficient alternative to how we used to do things in the project site. And in case you don't know, robotics, it's no longer a dream. It's a reality that we can see in several project sites. What's even more interesting is that because of this demand within the industry, we see some positive changes as well. Safety is getting higher up in terms of the agenda. We are caring more and more for the people who are actually every day there in the project site, risking their lives, risking their health, just to deliver the high-quality product that everyone here is trying to deliver on a daily basis. Even more so, sustainability. Before, it was a corporate responsibility, but now it is a corporate necessity. And with that need to transform, we can say that a change is inevitably asking for true partnership in terms of creating a positive impact in the industry. We in Hilti, we believe that we are your best partner compared amongst our peers. Because of our innovative and differentiated solutions, we can constantly find solutions to even the most complex needs that you'll encounter in your projects. With our direct customer relationships, we can handhold you every step of the way and never let go until we find the appropriate solution. With our trusted brand, you will be assured that the quality of the product and the service that we deliver will be constantly world-class. And in this journey of driving change, we hope that you join us and you partner with us in terms of changing the industry for the better. We hope that you join us in our mission and our purpose of making construction better. Better in the sense that productivity is at the highest level. Better in the sense that each of everyone in the project site and even in the offices can come every day not worrying about their health, not worrying about their safety, not worrying about getting back to their family after a whole day of working. We are your best partner when it comes to sustainability. The efforts that we do on circularity, on how we can revolve around the industry without impacting the whole planet negatively, is a passion that we have had for the longest time and that we will commit to continue to do better on. So we ask all of you, please join us in our mission. Please join us in making construction better. And speaking of making construction better, as part of the Hilti Global Organization, there is one more topic that is very close to our heart. We believe that making construction better, it's not just improving the construction quality and execution. To expound more on this, I would like to call Mr. Johan Barr of the Hilti Foundation to share a bit more details.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Johan Barr, and I'm a member of the Hilti Foundation. It's great to see all of you. Today, I would like to... it's not working. There we go. To share a side of Hilti with you that maybe you're not so familiar with. And I promise it's transformational as well. As a family-owned business, Hilti, it has been important for us since the early days to care about the communities in which we live and in which we work. We care about those especially who have been left behind. Since more than 25 years, the Hilti Foundation drives this engagement in Europe and across the world, in Latin America, in Asia, in India, in East Africa, And we care about the communities where Hilti has been working over the years. As a company, Hilti follows the mission statement of making construction better. As a philanthropic organization, it's our main aim to take this mission and apply it for those who are left behind. Apply it for those who have no access to the established markets in which we work as a company. And to make sure also low-income families have the chance to build better and safer. When you think about it, by 2030, an expected 3 billion people will be living in what we call substandard housing, mostly the informal settlements of the larger cities around the global south. What if we can help those people access a housing loan? What if we could help those people buy good quality products, good quality services to make construction better? What if we manage to extend supply chains into informal settlements to give them access to these products and services? What if we upgraded skills and knowledge of masons to really make construction work to the better? Together with our partners at Hilti Foundation, we aim to make construction industries more inclusive for the needs of low-income families. We try to open established construction industries to understand low-cost environments as a business opportunity, and at the same time, help families get access to making construction better. It is our fundamental belief at the Hilti Foundation that opening these markets and making them more inclusive will help families access better housing solutions, and that it can do more than just traditional charity can do. The same is true for bamboo, and that's really where our heart is in the Philippines. About 10 years ago, a Hilti engineer started to work on a technology that we call the cement bamboo frame technology. It uses bamboo as its sole structural element. It's a local product. It's tested for disaster resilience in our labs at Hilti, and it comes at a cost that is within the social housing subsidy schemes of the Philippine government. So this is where we started to work a couple of years ago. Until today, we've completed more than 1,500 homes across the country, units for low-income families, and we are planning to take on this journey and to build with bamboo at an industrial scale in the Philippines and beyond. For this purpose, we've opened a Base Innovation Center with our partners, the Hilti Foundation. It's the first and unique research center here in Makati that focuses exclusively on bamboo construction. We work with partners from around the world, universities, research centers, corporates, in finding the best way to make bamboo a building material for the future that is green, that is local, and that is disaster resilient. We help establish a supplier industry in the country, making bamboo a standard building material for construction. In 2021, we opened the Innovation Center and opened it to developers of social housing. And as a next step, we plan to bring this technology to other countries of the region, Nepal, India, Cambodia, Indonesia, to really make sure bamboo becomes a building material of choice, not only for social housing, but for the construction industry at large. This is what we stand for as Hilti Foundation in our ambition to make construction better also for low-income families. We believe at the core of our mission is making construction better and making our lives better for everyone, to be an inclusive company that drives our engagement beyond the business of today and help everyone access a better life. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Anne and Johan. Wow, that was a great background, wasn't it? Learned so much there. From Anne, I learned top 4 best places to work in the whole country. regardless of industry. That's amazing. I mean, considering that the top three are probably Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, diba? Or Di Sa Puso Mo, right? You've seen those, Krusty Krab. But Hilti to be number 4 is amazing. Only certain people get that, see? That's an age thing. That's a compliment for this side. And also, Johan, amazing work there. I was just blown away by what Hilti Foundation has done. And so if you were looking for partners for productivity, sustainability, and of course, with a conscience as well, you've come to the right place. This is the right place. We're pushing forward in the right direction, and it's also helping other people. So with all that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we still have a wonderful product that we need to reveal to you. Something that's going to improve the construction industry here in the Philippines, and I'm confident that all of you here share the same vision as Hilti as well. And so for those of you who are looking for this partner, wait no longer. As we embark on our journey to introduce Hilti Nuron, it's crucial to delve into the reasons, of course, behind its creation, the why. It's important to understand the history and inspiration that also led to the birth of Neuron, and will provide valuable insights into its purpose and significance. Why are we doing this? Why is it so important? So, I'm sure that Hilti the Neuron was driven by a deep understanding of the evolving needs and challenges in the construction industry. But to gain more insight into this and to truly understand this, once again, I ask for a warm red Hilti welcome for Head of Marketing of Hilti Philippines, Rain Cruz.
Thank you, James. Magandang tanghali. Good afternoon to everyone. I'm very happy to see you all today. I'm sure you're all excited as I am to know more about Neuron. But let's quickly talk about why we are here today. Today, we would like to show you why Hilti should be your best partner in driving productivity, safety, and sustainability. Second, we would like to show you how you can all work smarter by managing your assets and thereby significantly reducing your operating costs. Lastly, today, we will unveil our biggest innovation, Neuron, making construction better. Anne earlier talked about the industry challenges we have today. But let me go a little bit more into details looking at our day-to-day challenges. And I'm sure many of you would resonate the picture I'm flashing today. What we see here today are basically actual instances that happen in our day-to-day job sites. Different tools, corded, cordless, different battery platforms, uncompatibility, thereby compromising our day-to-day activities. We often see also a lot of big tool park deliveries, unrepaired tool costs in our inventory with no tool history. We often see also many of our people, workers on standby, waiting for their tools to come unrepaired. Safety has always been a topic in many of our job sites and thereby also can compromise the delivery and timelines of our schedule. And the list can go on and on and on. So, what exactly is Neuron and how Neuron can basically address these challenges? Neuron is actually the brainchild of our company. With extensive years of research and development, supported by 1,000 global employees developing an innovation that would basically help address our day-to-day challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, Neuron is by far the biggest and the most ambitious project ever assembled in our organization. Neuron is not just about a new battery platform. Neuron is actually an innovation that would help change the way we do things you have never seen before. And later this afternoon, you would hear from my colleagues a little bit more in details how Neuron can basically benefit you all. Our vision is that Neuron would help develop and help us be more productive. So Neuron, in a nutshell, will help create more productivity, providing us more with less. Our ambition in the future is that we would like to see more of our job sites with more cordless tools. With that, ladies and gentlemen, the time for compromise is actually over. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Neuron.
Get ready. Let us witness the power of one. Ladies and gentlemen, wow, what a stunning display of tools to power our future. Alongside me over here, you're going to get to see how it all works just in a little while. We have quite an impressive display here of tools at the back as well. And I'm sure you're all about ready to experience the legacy that we're about to make. This is truly a milestone in the Hilti timeline, and you're all here to witness it and share it with us. So we thank you for that. But before that, to help us appreciate the power behind the Neuron, let's invite on stage the Hilti team to give us a deep dive. Please welcome up Regional Neuron Project Head, Sharon Grover. Head of Sales, AJ Novesteras. Regional Head of Tool, Park Management Solution, Daniel Kurt. And Head of Sales, Vince Rabanal.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is a game-changing day in the construction industry in Philippines. And it is my honor and privilege to be part of this day with all of you and taking you through some of the great advantages which Neuron brings to all of us. But before we actually deep dive into Neuron, it's interesting to understand what is the perception today of cordless out there in the construction industry. And I would say it's a love-hate relationship. We do like the safety and productivity which is brought about by cordless, but then we sometimes have some of these questions that you can see on the screen, right? Will my cordless tool actually deliver the power and punch that a corded tool can? If it does that, will there be a battery system to actually support the intense runtimes that we face every day on our job sites? And even if that happens, will my labor use the tool the right way, and will I actually be replacing my tools more frequently? So it's an ambiguity, isn't it? And with Neuron, I am happy to say that we can put some of these ambiguities to rest. Let us see through a video. So now, with Neuron, we don't need to compromise anymore on performance. We are able to bring you corded performance on a battery platform, and the way we do that is through three major changes made. The first major change is the interface. The interface is the connection between the battery and the tool body through which energy is transferred. And now, with an improved interface, we are able to transmit 2 times the current that we could in the past, which means you can get 2 times the power that we could in the past. But what does this mean? This means that now we are able to achieve up to 4 kilowatts of power transmission through a battery platform, and that means your heavier applications, demolition, concrete sawing, structural bolting, heavy drilling, can all become cordless without compromise. That's the first way we are able to achieve outperformance. The second major change is, of course, on the tools itself. They've been re-engineered, brushless tools, leading to better battery reach, leading to better performance, leading to better lifetimes. And all of this is possible on Neuron. None of this would have been possible without Also improving the batteries. The batteries have been designed to supply the highest power demand applications. Vibration resistance, for example, when you use breakers, there's a lot of vibration being transmitted, and also bolstered through bumpers for shocks. And that's the way we are able to now bring corded performance on cordless. But there's something more. It's the power of one platform. And what is one platform? A platform is essentially a voltage across which tools, batteries, chargers are all interchangeable. In the past, if you had to go light-duty applications, drilling, possibly small diameters, grinding, cutting, braking, you would need multiple battery platforms. What would that mean? Every tool type would require a set of batteries and chargers stored in your warehouse, adding to your costs and adding to the loss of productivity. Now, how does that change with Neuron? I present to you the power of one. One battery, multiple tools, interchangeable, optimized. So this one battery platform can now power a small drilling machine, a medium drilling machine, a heavy breaker, a heavy concrete saw. And if you're not utilizing all your assets together, which most likely you will not be, this battery charger tool park can be optimized. You do not need to buy unnecessary batteries and chargers which you don't use. You don't need to pay for assets which you will not utilize. And this is the power of one battery platform. There's one more way you can consider the advantage of having one battery platform. If you're using a lot of corded tools, for example, consider the cost of cords, boards, plugs, distribution centers, which you need to set up on every floor. And that's a recurring consumable cost that you incur at every job site. So this battery, this one platform, can be considered to be that one-time investment which replaces all of that recurring costs over a period of a few years. So combining these two advantages of Neuron, performance and one platform, what we can promise to you is unmatched productivity and a higher return of investments of your tool park. So with that, I call on AJ to take it forward on the next parts of the session. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Sharon, for showing us the power of one. So what does that mean? Okay? Having one platform means that every single tool type within the Neuron portfolio, whether it's a small light duty to the heavy duty, it's still the same battery platform. So it's completely interchangeable and compatible. And what does that mean for you actually? What that means for you is there's less materials, less resources you will be needing to power the same scope of works and applications that you have. That means to say less space in your warehouse taken by cords, old batteries that are not working, different batteries for different tool types. That means to say for you, there's also less time wasted for your team members trying to find which battery fits which tools. And that equates to you having to spend less costs on these items. So there's more profit, more savings for you. But that is the power and the performance of one. And we at Hilti, it is our goal to really help transition this market, this industry, into a completely cordless job site without compromising power and performance. But what about safety, right? I'm sure you're curious about safety. All right? Okay, so those are the value propositions of Neuron so far. Then, okay, I'm sure you guys are all familiar and aware of the ATC health and safety features that we have here, such as the ATC, right? So ATC means active torque control. That means to say when someone is using a tool and it kicks back or does that flick, it has a risk of injuring your wrist or your shins, okay? So that's very dangerous for the end user. But in the market, active torque control or ATC is only one directional. With Nuron, with Hilti, we are now making ATC three-dimensional. So even if the tool kicks back, front, left, right, up, down, there is a sensor to stop the tool from working if there is a kickback, reducing that risk of injuring the end user. Okay? Another one health and safety feature is the active vibration reduction. So we all know that we have a lot of tools that are vibrating, right? And this helps us reduce that hand-arm vibration syndrome. Thirdly, we also have the DRS system. What is that? This is a dust reduction and removal system. This will, vacuum those dust and help manage airborne particles that are so risky for the end users who are using the tools and also the tenants of the building. So we try to manage that with our DRS, the dust removal system. We also have tool tethers so that we can prevent tools from falling, especially when we're working on heights. So there's a lot of health and safety features that we are, you already are aware of, but we are elevating that health and safety. With Neuron, we will further push the boundaries and improve and enhance health and safety. So let's watch this video. I love this video because it talks about safety, and this is super duper critical, especially for all of us who are working in this industry. Okay? And one other technology and innovation that Hilti is presenting to the market through Neuron, you see in the video. It's called the SenseTech. Okay? SenseTech technology. I will give you an example. The angle grinder, who here is familiar with an angle grinder? Only a few. Really? All right, so the angle grinder is actually one of the smallest tools in your job sites. But it's one of the most common tools and one of the most dangerous tools in the job site. Okay? So sometimes the disc flies around, and does whatever. Through the SenseTech technology that we are introducing through Neuron, there is a technology, there is a sensor in the angle grinder that stops the motor from rotating, from cutting, okay? That stops the motor from cutting when the tool is dropped or when you're holding it improperly, okay? So this prevents, if you drop the angle grinder, it prevents it from flying around and injuring people. This is SenseTech technology. And that is just one example. And we have a lot of tools within the Neuron portfolio that has more. But here at Hilti, we don't just care for the end users, for the tenants of the buildings, for your team members, or for you as owners, as heads of your teams, and so on. We also care about the environment and society and the community. So, more than health and safety, Neuron is also all about sustainability. In the production and innovation of Neuron, we've really challenged ourselves as a manufacturer to reduce our carbon emissions by 23%. Not just because we are lessening the resources or materials that we will be needing, but also challenging our production and manufacturing of this new innovation. And not just that, as you know, we still have tools in the market that are powered by gas, okay? Powered by gas. And with Neuron, we transition those gas-fueled tools into battery technology. So this is our commitment in terms of sustainability. So let's watch this.
We aspire to build a better future by caring for our environment. We have set ourselves an ambitious goal. We want to lead the industry in circularity. This means that we strive for a more responsible use of existing scarce resources. We want customers to use fewer tools, but the right ones by optimizing their tool park. And we aspire to expand use of circular principles in our product design. We use insights from our repair centers to improve the design of our products, including easy repair and reducing packaging. We build products to last, and we repair them for as long as they are productive. We reuse tools in good condition for donations to a good cause. Where possible, we reuse spare parts in our global repair centers, offsetting the need to produce and transport new parts. We drive above market levels of collection and recycling in markets where we operate, ensuring materials can have a second life even when the complete product can no longer be used. We do this today and aim to scale all this substantially in the future. Let us join forces to lead the industry in circularity.
All right. So you've seen how Neuron is all about ending compromise in performance, in power, in productivity, in health and safety, as well as sustainability. But I'm excited, actually, because one of the biggest values that Neuron can bring, I'll save that for later because I'm going to introduce Daniel to share this. Come on ahead.
Thanks, AJ. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a special day, not just for Hilti, but for all of us. We want to make construction better all together with you. So today, from now on, our tools will have intelligence and connectivity embedded. So, how does the power of data work for you? And what kind of answers in your daily business challenges could it address? And we hear a lot of challenges that are going beyond the individual tool. Toolpack challenges, asset management challenges. Questions such as, how do I locate my tools when I lose them on the job site and I cannot find them anymore? How do I do that? Questions such as, do I utilize my toolpack effectively? Do I work with an optimized toolpack? And questions, how do I prevent downtime due to tool malfunction in the first place? To overall make my workforce that I have even more productive. So with Neuron and data-driven services, you have the ability now to address those challenges and find answers. So let me introduce you how that works. I brought 4 examples here. These are Neuron tools that are in action. They're used for their application. And every time when a Neuron tool is used, it generates data. And the data is stored in the battery. And as we are working on a single battery platform, and we can exchange the batteries between the tools, so the battery has the capability to store multiple sets of data from multiple tools. So what happens then when the data is in the battery? First of all, the data is structured in 3 key dimensions: usage, utilization, as well as location. Okay? So whenever the battery is charged and the worker plugs it into the charger, the data will be transmitted into the charger, and the charger itself is connected to the mobile network via a SIM card. Every charger has a SIM card. And the data is uploaded into the cloud, and once the data is in the cloud, you can access it. You can access it via the mobile phone or via your laptop, and you can make informed decisions. For example, how many of my tools are idle on the job site? How many of my tools are not being used right now, and for how long already? I can relocate those tools to a different job site where they are in need. Or, how do I locate my tools when they are lost? I can't find them. So every time when a tool is being charged, the location, in form of a geolocation, is sent to the cloud, and you know where your tool is every single time. Moreover, as we are moving to a cordless job site, you want to make sure that your tools do not stop working because of the battery. So you will have a full transparency on the state of health of your battery park. And even if a battery is reaching the end of its life cycle, you will get a proactive alert. And with a click of the button, you can replace the battery to prevent downtime on the job site in the first place. And last but not least, you can use the data to make informed decision on your tool park. How effective do you utilize your tool park today? And how could you potentially optimize your tool grip in the future based on your needs and applications? So in a nutshell, data-driven services provide you a lot of productivity improvements. And how that works in reality, I would like to show you in form of a video. Wow. So we want to be your productivity partner in construction. And how we want to bring it to you, I would like to introduce Vince on stage, who will now explain our approach to make it individualized and tailored to your specific needs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you and good afternoon, everyone. So how was it so far? Anything that's triggering, striking, really interesting that you've seen so far this afternoon? I'm sure that data-driven service is something really, really new, right? So today, I'm just going to be summarizing all those key great benefits, we call it, in terms of Neuron. Performance, uncompromised. Gone are the days that we will have that bias in terms of battery-type tools, that they cannot do a heavy-duty performance of tools, right? We've seen it. One platform, very easy to manage in terms of our inventory. Gone are the days that we will have different types of batteries in our warehouse, in our inventory, different types of chargers, and also in terms of easier management, because even if you interchange the batteries, you will get to do the job, right? Health and safety, AJ has highlighted on this one. Health and safety sometimes is the thing that we don't usually pay much attention with, unfortunately. But when we saw active torque control, the dust reduction systems, SenseTech, something that's really new as well. These are things that we really took close attention to bring it to construction industry. And lastly, intelligence and connectivity. Who would have thought that we will no longer use manual ways of tracking the utilization of our tools? Just charge the batteries and it automatically loads up all the usage time, where the last location was. It's very easy for us to manage. And lastly, in terms of taking informed decisions, because now we can identify which are the tools that we can fully utilize, which are the tools that are unutilized or underutilized, and we can put our money where it matters the most in terms of investment, right? And also in terms of sustainability, we've seen it also. Fuel-powered tools are no longer a problem when we talk about Nuron, because we can now run it via full battery platform. Okay? But we also understand it's not just innovation and technology that will solve all our problems in the job site, right? We also have issues in terms of We also have issues in terms of downtime of our workers. Because of turnaround time of repair, we have internal processes which sometimes delays the worker's productivity, right? Or even stolen tools. How do we actually monitor? Do we really know where all our tools are? Or in terms of the right tools for the right application, is this something that we really pay close attention to? Or we just provide the workers with a tool and whatever gets a job done, that's it? These are the things that we want to find out for you via what we call a Hilti productivity consultation. Because here, we will first establish what is the current situation of your company, what are the pain points that are driving your costs, what are the challenges that our workers, our teams are facing, and from there we will tailor fit the solution, whether be it accompanied by Nuron, on-track, fleet management service. Those things will come out after the analysis that we will be doing. Okay? Because here we will be sitting down with your team members. We have a group of experts identifying which are the best suited application for the solutions for the applications that you are doing. And not only that, also for your warehouse, your asset management, We will also help you identify how can we further optimize, also increase the productivity of our workers, and most especially in terms of where do we put our money in terms of investments. Okay? Now with this productivity consultation, of course, this takes a bit of time. So we would like to have this scheduled properly, our team with your team, and we are now encouraging everyone who will be interested to work with us, sit down with us, to book a productivity consultation. We have stations where we can actually talk to our people there and schedule your productivity consultation. And the sooner we do it, the sooner we can come up with a solution. The sooner we can find the savings. We can cut down the costs that's driving our business. So let's book our productivity consultation, and let's make our construction better with Nuron. So thank you very much.
Amazing indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a feat. This is definitely going to change the game in the construction industry, but you knew that already. That's why you're here. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Hilti is delivering uncompromised power, uncompromised efficiency, and uncompromised performance. And this is just a sneak peek. We did go through a deep dive, but later we're going to let you have a touch and feel and really get up close and personal with the products. Now we've heard about Hilti, we've heard about Nuron and their mission to transform Philippine construction. So I think it's high time to fully experience it now for ourselves. You can immerse yourself in Neuron's performance and intelligence through one platform that brings out maximum production and safety. We have our Hilti team. They're all stationed across here, everywhere. You'll see them in red. That's I thought I'd stand out today. Yung pala, everybody's wearing red. But they'll be with you every step of the way through the lineup. They'll be able to approach the team. You'll be able to approach the team. And we have productivity consultations today. So please, we do encourage you to take advantage of these services, to be with these people that have all the knowledge that you'd want to get from them. And in a few moments, we'll be displaying what the robust power Neuron has to offer. So be prepared to witness it for yourselves in our outdoor demo, and that's happening in a few minutes. But for now, we'd like to invite back our Hilti management team for a quick photo op to formally mark this milestone in Philippine job sites. Here we go. Let's get everybody according to how our photographers want them. Let's go. Okay, they look good up there, don't they? You guys look like a band. And of course, what we're witnessing here today with these smiling faces is a milestone in not just Hilti's timeline, but in the Philippine construction industry. Things are about to change. Compromises are about to go out the window. This is the era of uncompromised. Now, ladies and gentlemen, while we're all smiles up on stage, what a great moment to celebrate. Here with the Hilti team, cheers to uncompromised power. Cheers to Nuron! Woohoo! Ladies and gentlemen, our product areas and demos are now officially open. We encourage everyone to stand up and to approach the display area. Please, over here. To this side, there's also one on that side. Please feel free. Mingle up. Be sure to book your productivity consultants today for an extensive and exclusive pre-booking of the newest innovations. Please go ahead. Don't be shy. Get out backstage. You can hear me from there. Don't worry. You can be the first in the Philippines to uncompromise the job site with Neuron. Don't miss out on this important opportunity to achieve more with less through cordless. Deliveries will start on August 1. Make sure to book your productivity consultations now. Now, for all of our virtual attendees, on the other side of that camera. Guys, don't have to worry. Stay tuned to your screens. We'll give you a preview of all our special demos as well. Head over to the Hilti website, that's hilti.com.ph, to book a productivity consultation with us. Register now and learn more about Hilti, Neuron, and how we are empowering to transform construction. Be sure to stay with us until the end of the program because it might be your lucky day to take home the first ever Nuron tools in the Philippine market. Make sure you stay until the end of the program because it might be your lucky day to take home the first ever Neuron tools in the Philippine market. Feel free again to roam around. The tool you're eyeing might just be the one Hilti will be giving out tonight to our lucky winner. So, if you haven't already done so, please drop your business cards at the registration to get the chance at the exclusive raffle. Once again, please don't forget to drop your calling cards if you want a chance to win the raffle.
get turned out. Hey, let's go! Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, as you're enjoying yourselves in our product demonstrations inside, please don't forget we have a product demonstration also situated just outside this function center. You'll see it as you exit, so make sure you do visit both. While you're here enjoying all the products, make sure you also visit our product display in our outdoor area. And we once again encourage you to take your photos and use the following hashtags: hashtag Hilti Neuron Launch PH and hashtag Uncompromise in all of your social media posts.
Alright, good afternoon everyone. May I please invite everyone to the rebar booth. So I'm raising my hand. Let's start with the rebar booth. Alright. So with the rebar application, usually we start we start with the rebar cutting. So when we cut rebars, what are the risks related? So sometimes you would twist your arm, the site workers would twist their arm, and sometimes the tool would turn off and you have accidents, no? So what are the two safety features of AG60 angle grinder? The first safety feature is the SenseTech technology. So basically when the tool is on and I lift my hand off the grip, it turns off in about 2 seconds. Now, another safety feature, I mentioned twisting. So whenever a site worker experiences kickbacks or jerking, let me showcase the 3D ATC function. It automatically turns off. Now, to see it in action, so this is the power of the AG60 22 volt. What would be the next step in the rebar application? The next step would be drilling. For drilling, we have the TE60 together with our VC10 vacuum and the hollow drill bit. Together, this comprises our dust removal system we call the Hilti Safe Set system. So basically, you are ensured that your holes are properly cleaned and without dust. So let me showcase the tool. We start with turning on the vacuum first. Turning on the tool. So basically, I drilled a 200 mm embedment depth, and this drilling tool has ATC and AVR features for less fatigue. So after the drilling step, the next step would be dispensing the chemical anchors. For the dispensing part, we have our Hilti HDE 522 volt smart dispenser. So basically, when you inject chemical adhesives that are too low, you're compromising the structural quality of your connections. Dispense too high, and you're wasting adhesives. So let me show you how we use the HDE. Basically, you have a preset from 200 mm embedment. You have a preset 47 ml volume needed. So you can identify that with the Hilti volume calculator app. So let's set it. Basically, one notch or one trigger is 1 ml. And also, when using a dispenser, usually, we have these first 3 trigger pulls that we throw to check if the chemical is properly mixed. So this dispenser has the smart discard function, so no need to estimate how much volume of chemical you need to dispense when using this dispenser. Again, I set it on the smart discard function. Wait for the chemical to mix. Alright, you hear the clicking sound, the chemical is mixed. Wait for the chemical to reach the tip of the nozzle, and that's when you use the smart discard function. So basically, that's the chemical needed to be dispensed before you actually have the components A and B mixed. So now we do the actual dispensing part. And now we install the rebar. So basically, we have this 300 mm length rebar with 200 mm embedment. And as you can see, there's not a lot of wastage using this dispenser, the HDE. So you're ensured that your mortar wastage would not be too much, and you're ensured that you've used the right chemical volume for the right loading and the maximum loading. So that's it for the complete rebar application. I now hand you over to Sharan for the base plate application. Thank you very much.
Hello. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Thanks a lot for the rebar demonstration. And now we move to something which is synonymous with rebar. It's base plate. So we use mechanical anchors on occasion to fix plates like this. The critical elements required here is structural safety, integrity, as well as speed. But before we even get to any of the demonstration steps, what are some of the typical steps and challenges we face while installing mechanical anchors? The first will be in drilling. Dust flies all over the place. If you hit rebar, the tool tends to turn, and that in both cases affects worker safety, right? The second one is on setting of the mechanical anchor itself. The setting requires two important parameters to be met. One is the embedment depth, which is very visual here. But the second one, which is much less obvious, is the torque. The torque is really important for mechanical anchors because this sleeve needs to expand, and that's what in the end takes the load which you will put from the structure. So these are the major two challenges which we have in setting mechanical anchors. Now let's see through a demo on how Neuron can solve some of these troubles. First, in the drilling step itself, dust we spoke about, right? So we have here an onboard DRS or dust removal system. It's like a small onboard vacuum cleaner powered by the same battery, and it results in a much less dust for the environment. The second one is on the other side of drilling when you hit kickbacks. So let's say I'm drilling. If my tool turns, this is what the reaction will be. With ATC, you can see that the tool stops. The sound you hear is the DRS because my trigger is still pulled. So these are the two major safety functions we have on the TE tools that we have over here. So let's get to it. We'll do a quick demo. And then I'll show you also how the smart impact wrench really can ensure the correct torque for your mechanical anchors. You can see dust is in control. Nothing is flying around. Sound. Pretty clean. I'll do a second hole as well. So the dust is held right here on this onboard DRS. Now I need to install anchors, right? So I'll just remove this DRS. Oops. Just a moment. Yeah. I just remove this DRS. I remove the insert. And I put in this setting tool. Now the setting tool is an alternative to hammering. The traditional method of installing an anchor is through hammering, right? So with this, all I need to do is put the anchor over here. Put the tool into chiseling mode. I change the mode from hammer to chiseling. And set it down. Similarly, I'll take a second anchor and repeat the same process.
Maraming nasa-sign tayong PC ngayon.
Yes. So now my anchor is set, but it's not tightened. And the last and very critical step which is required here is applying the right torque. And for that, we have the SIW 480 with an adaptive torque module over here, which I can use to set the anchor in the right way and ensure it is neither over-torqued nor under-torqued. So how does this work? It's as easy as scan, drive, done. So every our anchor box has this QR code. I simply select a mode here on the tool, which is scanning the QR code. A green light gets detected, HSA M12 in this case, and that is exactly what is the anchor on this box. Then I lock the tool. Done. And this green light indicates that the correct setting torque has been achieved for this specific anchor. Not only this, this module also connects to your laptop through a USB-C cable, and you can document each and every anchor setting done on a job site to isolate the problem in case the setting is not okay. I'll also take a moment here to show you what happens in case I do not torque right on this anchor, for example. The red light. So if a worker, for example, does not pull the trigger long enough, does not let the tool take care of itself, this red light will come on, and in the report, you will see a not okay indication. So to summarize, with these technologies, we can not only add safety to the job site, but this also ensures safety of the structure and also a much faster and safer installation, reducing the need for pull-out tests, for which we spend a significant amount of time as well after the phase of installation is over. So with that, we can now move to the next step, which is a very exciting booth over there, demolition.
Later. Good afternoon, everyone. We would ask our live audience to be yan, dyan lang. Because, sir, I think yung camera dito.
Man, I need your VC.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. And this goes to Team Digital and my live audience as well. Good afternoon po sa inyong lahat. And this time, isa-showcase ko naman yung bad boys of Hilti, which are the demolition tools. Can I give a round of applause for that? All right. By the way, I'm Patrick and I am your product manager for light duty and heavy duty tools. Now, ang ipepresent ko sa inyo ngayong hapon ay ang mga end-to-end application ang end-to-end tools natin for demolition application. You have witnessed history unfold your very eyes just a moment ago. And this time, I do think it's the better time na makita natin how this tool performs on your typical job site conditions. Right? So ngayon, tatlo ang isa-showcase ko sa inyo. We will be starting with our DSH 600, which is a concrete cutter. Our light duty chipping gun, which is the TE500 22 volts. And our bad boy right there, TE2000, which is our 21 kg demolition breaker. So again, lahat po ng platform na ito is on 22-volt platform. And that is why we are making construction better for every one of us in the industry. So let me just give you a quick run-through netong DSH natin. So ang concrete saw na to, within the market, ang typical na kalaban natin is on fuel. So it gives you a risk on health risk dahil fumes po ang kalaban natin kapag fuel. Right? So this is operationally being run by 22-volt batteries. And I will give you a sample kung paano siya mag-perform. So we will be cutting through this concrete and then at the same time, afterwards, iti-chip off naman natin siya. So you guys see kung paano ka-smooth tayo mag-cut with our DSH 600. So this time naman, I'll be showcasing you yung ating light duty breaker and then yung heavy duty one. Thank you, Miss May. So this one also performs on a 22-volt battery platform. So again, within the market, ang performance nito performs just as much yung corded versions po ng breaker na ito. So as you can see, we can demonstrate kung gaano rin siya kalakas and efficient kapag ginamit na natin on actual job site conditions. Alright, now then, gusto ko nang at excited na akong ipakita sa inyo how this bad boy performs on breaking concretes on your job sites. So everyone, can I hear a chant of excitement coming from the audience? Do you want to see this perform right now? Alright, let's do this! In 3, 2, 1... You see how powerful the tool works, right? It breaks almost effortlessly using this one. And I do hope that you find our demonstration both exciting and inspiring. Kung gusto nyo pong itry ang mga tools na ito, we would be gladly assisting you afterwards. Now, I turn you back to Sharon for that last booth. Thank you so much!
Okay, welcome back everyone. We meet again. So, this booth is more about woodworking. And formwork is a very standard application we have on all of our construction sites. And what we will cover here today are the 3 major steps in that: cutting, driving, and drilling. Okay, now? So that is what we will cover in the formwork booth today. So the first tool we can talk about is the SF6H or a drill driver. Now, we have quite a lot of drill drivers out there. And again, what I would like to highlight here is one of the safety features we have. It's called ATC. Now, when you're drilling large diameters in steel and wood, there's a pretty large tendency to sometimes get a kickback, especially when the application is intense. So how does the SF6H behave in that case? I can just show you that in the air in the interest of safety. So let's say now I get a kickback, the tool cuts off, similar to what we saw on the TE4 over there. So that's one of the major elements that we have as a safety feature of the SF6H. Then we have our all-new cordless wood cutting saw. And this is a power pack tool that we can see over here. Brushless tool, it gives unmatched performance, better lifetime, better cutting speed. As you can see, I have double boards here just to make the application a little bit more tough and fun. And you can see later how this tool performs in that case. Also, the same vacuum cleaner you saw in the rebar booth, the same vacuum cleaner can also be used to connect to the saw so that the wood chips are held inside and the safety and cleanliness is preserved. So what I'll do here is a quick demo of the SF6H. Not only can it be used to drill, but also occasional driving screws as well. And here's the performance of a 25 mm spade bit in double board plyboard. It goes pretty fast even through 2 boards. And even if we increase this application diameter to 100 mm on a hole saw, it will still have a good performance. So that's on the SF6. Now let's talk about the SC6WL or our wood saw. So cutting plyboard is pretty common. It's one of the first steps of the formwork application. We usually cut only 1 board at a time. But in this case, just to show you the performance of the tool that even Neuron can bring, there are 2 boards which we are trying to do. It's connected to the back. One-handed smooth cut. As simple, cuts like butter, no need to push, the wood comes to the tool. And that's double board. It can give a good competition to even corded tools, and we are happy to conduct that demo on your site as well. So yes, that's it for the woodworking section, and I hope you enjoyed the demo today. In case any of us would like to try the tools, please feel free, you're welcome here, and we're happy to answer any questions. Thanks a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be resuming our program shortly. In the meantime, please feel free to visit the buffet stations at the foyer area and enjoy the sumptuous food prepared by Marquis. Once again, the program will be resuming shortly. And once again, if you have not joined our raffle, you do have another chance to join by simply putting your business card in at the registration area. So if you haven't done so, please do so now, and you could be the lucky winner, the first one to be winning the new Neuron tools here at Hilti. So drop your cards at the registration area if you want to be included in the raffle.
dance floor. If you got a big, big old butt, you need to be on the dance floor right now, because this is your song. I need all my ladies to back it up. Hey, hey, let's go. Hey, hey, let's go. Y'all know this party gonna get turned out. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Calling everyone's attention, we'd like you to proceed back to the event hall as we will be announcing and drawing our raffle winner. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite you back inside the event hall as we will be announcing and drawing out our raffle winners.
It's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual thing.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming back. Wow, we lost a few, huh? What happened there? But that's good news. You know why? It's great news because more chances for the raffle. In fact, I think there are some hardcore raffle joiners that are blocking the entrance to get the other people in. That's what I think is happening here. But you know, we're going to be giving away not just any raffle prize. This is going to be the raffle prize. You will be the first in the entire Philippines to be a Nuron owner. Is that correct? First, right? The next person, it's already an old drawn. No more new. Sorry, it's a dad joke. You got to get used to my dad jokes. Anyway, at this portion of the event, it's great because it's a captive audience. I could stand up here and tell you my life story as a child, and you still listen because there's a raffle at the end, right? I love the power of a good raffle. But we wouldn't do that for you. We wouldn't do that to you. You are our partners here. You are our very special guests, and we want to get straight to it. So, without further ado, the first ever Neuron owner is... Of course I got to get somebody from Hilti to do this for me. I'm not going to do it. I know. I'm just stretching it out. I'm just, like I said, I'm milking it. If you want to know what you're going to win, ladies and gentlemen, which I'm sure you do, please feast your eyes on our showcase prize. How about that? Compact and efficient, a cordless hammer drill driver for tight spaces and overhead work, including masonry. Yeah, of course. Plus, this offers high RPM and torque with Nuron batteries, durable design with full metal chuck, a brushless motor, and optimized cooling. It has safety features that include the active torque control and LED work light. What's more, the Neuron battery performs, and platform, should I say, ensures long-lasting performance and productivity with energy-saving drill bits and additional services. If Apple had a construction tool, right, it would probably, well, if an Apple went to the gym, right, because this is really beefy and strong, it would look like this, full of innovation, full of ruggedness, and of course, a very useful tool. Somebody's got to win it. It may as well be some of you in here, right? So without further ado, let us call on Anne and Rain on stage to do the honors. All right, are you ready? Maybe we should get the dancers up here again, and then we can have officially a rain dance. I'm warning you, these things just, the jokes just write themselves. I'm sorry. Thank you for the sound effect. Okay, Anne, would you do the honors, please? And before you do, Anne, just before I announce it, I just want to make sure everybody's clear on the rules. You have got to be here to win the prize. So we'll call it out, and we will do a countdown about 5 seconds. About 5 seconds. If you're not here, we will move on to the next. Just to be fair, because that's how we announce it.
Hopefully, she is still here.
She.
It's a she, right? Hopefully, the first winner, the first person to take home a Nuron tool, Miss Mylene Ladrona of Beta Electric.
Wow! She's here. Congratulations. I was ready to count it down already, but please. The first in the Philippines to have the Neuron from Hilti. We need a photograph here. This is for PIR purposes. Congratulations, our winner. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Rain. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You have been the most amazing crowd, and our announcements are not yet ending today. We do encourage you, of course, to please stay along, enjoy the sumptuous buffet that we have prepared for you, and please also subscribe to our social media because we have a lot of exciting news for you. So as we cap off the event of the Power of One, let's keep on powering the Hilti legacy and make construction better in the Philippines. So, on behalf of myself, James Deacon, and the entire Hilti crew, thank you very much. Bless you all.